Hello and welcome to Cookie Snack Attack. This is Amy with Seriously Sweet, and this is my guest tonight, Brooke Taylor with Bunny's Bakery. How are you, Brooke?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. Let me just check a few comments over here. I see a few people have joined us. Hello, Miss Debbie. How are you? Yeah, you guys, please say where you're from tonight because I have sort of memorized where all of you are from, but Brooke will not know, so
No,
please
I
let her know
don't. No, I want to
how
know.
far and wide you're watching tonight. Hi, Miss Cynthia. Hey, Jen. Jen, you are in Oregon, I believe. Yeah, Central
Yeah.
Oregon. Cynthia is watching, and she is from Michigan.
Hi.
Michelle Carolyn is here. See, Michelle, I got it right. I didn't make it sound like The Godfather. So proud of me. Kathy is here. I try to learn everyone's names. I think names are important. So hey Jay, how are you? Barbie is in the house. She's from Houston. Jay was from here in Culpeper. Let's see, Lee Ann, where are you from? Jersey. All right, cool. I hope you guys are doing okay up there. And Michelle is from New York. Let's see. Hey Nimrose, how are you? She from Canada. Penny's Ohio. Janie is Oregon. Janie, what's that PNW mean, lady? I don't know what that means.
Pacific
Somebody tell me what that means. Do you know, Brooke?
Pacific Northwest.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. So, Grammy and kids, hello, hello. Hi, Sandy. How are you tonight? Hey, this is Jen from Canada. Do you know Jen? I love Jen. Emily Mays. Do you know Jen?
I don't think so.
Okay, if you don't, you totally got to follow her. She's not only a boatload of fun, but super, super talented.
Heck yes.
She's a fun bud. I love hanging out with her and talking with her. Hey, Jen, Oregon represents. You got it right. There's several of you here. Sandy.
Hi, Ileana.
Let's see. Janie. Oh, you're answering. Thank you. And Sandy's here from West Virginia. Hey, Charlotte. How are you? Let's see. And who are you seeing that I'm not seeing? Are you able to see?
I'm seeing some. I pulled it up on my computer too, so I can see comments.
Are you seeing? Is this one that where it just says Facebook user hugs from San Antonio? Is that the?
That's Ileana. Yeah.
Okay. So guys, if you're popping on, there is a place where you can tell StreamYard it's okay to show your name. So if you want your names to be in the permanent video, then please show your name. So let's see. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Vanessa's with us from South Africa tonight. Isn't that cool? Look, and Camille's from Utah too. Well, it is so awesome. All of you are here with us. Please share the video because you're about to get the lowdown and dirty on being on Halloween Wars. This is so exciting. Brooke has been a member of Cookie Snack Attack since we started the group, what, 3 months ago?
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long.
I know.
So she's going to let me pepper her with questions tonight. So I hope you're ready, Brooke, because I'm pretty good at them.
I'm so excited.
So show us your shirt first because you're representing Halloween right there. That is great. Love it.
I actually made this shirt.
You did? Did you get to wear it on the show?
I wore it for the Road to Halloween Wars interview.
Oh, how fun. Okay, yes. So you did mention, let's start there. I think, and let's say hello to one more person here. Let's see. Thank you for coming and saying hello. We appreciate that.
Yes.
So they want to know, first off, have you been on Halloween Wars before?
I have not.
Okay, so let's start with first of all, let's say your Jen, my friend Jen is on here. Jen, can you find the link for Bunny's Bakery and pop it in? And that is Brooke's Facebook page. And then we'll get you a link for Instagram as well. She's also on Instagram. I'm sure she'd love for you to, hey, Karen, I'm sure she would love for you to follow her there. So we got some Texas in the house.
Yes, hey, Texas.
Hey, are you going to CookieCon in Dallas?
Yeah, it's right now.
Yeah, cool. I'm so excited. It's my first CookieCon, and I'm going with a group of yours too.
Yes, first.
Yes. You've never been?
I've never been.
Oh my God. Well, I'm so excited. You're going to have to find me. I've got great trades. The people in Cookie Snack Attack have trades for people just in Cookie Snack Attack too. So there's going to be some special swag for everybody. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I'm sure you're going to do all the normal stuff, right? All the masking and
Yes.
airplane ride. Did you know you can't wear
No,
vintage?
because I'm in Fort Worth, so
Oh, so you're just going to drive. That's even better. I have to get on a plane for the first time in 2 years.
oh my goodness,
Slightly nervous about that, but
It'll be
I'm going to do it.
it'll be okay.
All right.
I got this.
I bought the N95s. I can throw the one I wear on the plane out as soon as I get off the plane. So I'm going to do everything I can do.
Okay.
I have someone that's driving,
Stay safe.
that's bringing us all kinds of disinfectant. So until I overdose our room, if someone needs something, you should find me. We'll help out.
Yes, I will. I will find you regardless.
Jen, we're going to miss you. And I was so hoping that someone was just going to gift you a full ticket to CookieCon. But next year, girl, we are going to have a blast when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so let's start with, do you cookie for profit?
Yes.
You actually have a bakery?
Yes.
Okay. So do you, say again?
My mom's on.
Oh, she is. Who is that? Nita?
Yeah.
Is I say it right, Nita?
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Nita. Are you so super, super psyched and proud of your daughter?
Yes.
Hi, April. April's on here too. Hey, Deborah. So let's see. You cookie for profit. So did you start in cookies or did you start with cakes, cupcakes, chocolates?
I kind of started with a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Really, cakes, cookies, chocolate. My great grandma was a baker. She did wedding cakes and such for a living.
Woo.
So I have all of her recipes and piping tips that are like older than me. I have a turntable that's probably 75 years old at this point.
So the piping tips are different, aren't they?
Yes.
Someone gifted me antique piping tips. I don't actually use them, but I was shocked at how different they are than what we have now.
I think they're better.
Better?
I had to buy a few new ones and I was like, what is this?
This doesn't even look right. So it's in your genes, the whole thing. Did your mom, did Nita also bake?
So she would always bake my cakes growing up until my little brother came around, and then she was really busy. But she made me some awesome cakes. I remember I don't know, like 4 or 5, and she made me like a 2-tier bell castle on like columns and everything.
Oh, look at
Pride
this.
Rock from Lion King. Yeah.
So have you always done this, and did you get any formal education for what you're doing?
So I didn't really start baking until after college.
Okay.
I competed in rodeos in college. And
no.
Yes.
What events?
Yes.
What events?
I breakaway roped, goat tied, and ran barrels.
So. Oh, that's so fun. Okay.
Yeah. So I was always busy with horses, not in the kitchen.
I gotcha.
But then when I graduated, I kind of sold everything, got a big girl job and such. And then I was like, what do I do with all my time? So I started baking. And
so then they say, right, do what you love so you never work a day. It's totally true. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. So I just I started baking, and I took stuff to work, and they were like, this is really good. So then I kind of started playing, I think I could decorate cookies. I could do a cake. And it just, I don't know, kind of slowly snowballed from there.
Cakes were first?
Cookies and cakes, really.
Okay.
Cookies, but I would like buttercream ice them to start with.
Gotcha.
Which with my like grandma's really old icing recipe, it was so good. Every now and then I'll just like make some and dip cookies in it because you have to.
And so I don't even have to ask this, but I know because they're grandma's recipes, they're not for sale. So don't ask her, guys.
No, not that one, but I will have one from Halloween Wars on sale.
Oh, fun. How will they get that?
So it will be, I'll share it on my Facebook and Instagram page.
Okay.
It's actually already up on my website, but
okay. Okay, Sneak Attack, you can go in there. All of my Cookie Snack Attack people, what's the recipe? Is it a flavored or basic sugar?
It's sour gummies.
Oh.
And they're so
for
good.
Halloween. I can't imagine anything better than a recipe that says that. So much fun, right?
Yes, so much fun. They were so good. So
tell me how many years that you have been cooking for profit. How many years have you had your bakery since you turned it into a job that supported you?
About 4 years now.
Okay. And so how long have you wanted to go on one of the TV shows and compete?
Forever.
Have you really?
Really, for a long time, for a really long time. And it's really been just like trying to get myself to a point where I felt like I could compete. You know, I mean,
Right.
I could sit on my couch and yell at people on TV all day, but when I feel like, okay, I'm gonna yell at you and tell you you're doing it wrong, but I want to make sure I can do it right too.
So I imagine
You
there's
know?
this point where you're like, should I go? Shouldn't I go? Is the money worth what might be embarrassment? And then you have to get yourself to a point, right? Like, do I just have enough self-confidence to go for the experience and see what happens? Is that like
That's really the point I got to.
Okay.
Because I ended up I'm a sugar artist on the show. So
Okay.
I'm doing the ice malt and sugar arts and chocolates.
So let me back up because I don't know the difference there. So are there different categories on the show?
So they are doing a new format this year. Normally Halloween Wars, there's a
Are
cake.
are we allowed to tell them this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Normally in Halloween Wars, there's a cake artist, a pumpkin carver, and then a sugar artist.
Oh, how fun.
So this year we don't have pumpkin carvers. We have two cake artists and then a sugar artist.
Okay.
So I'm the sugar artist for my team. I do ice malt, chocolate, chocolatier, temper chocolate, all of that as well. That's kind of, I got into ice malt and chocolate since COVID, really. I made my first cake with ice malt on it in February of 2020 for the That Takes the Cake show in Austin.
Okay.
And it's just something that I fell in love with. And it's kind of funny because at that show, it was the first time I got to meet Sydney Galpern of Simi Cakes.
I was going to say, I watched you doing things with Sydney on Simi Cakes, and I watch your isomalt work frequently.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm not brave enough to play with that often. I only dabble in there once a year.
It's my favorite. Oh my God. Any chance I get, I'm like, somebody's like, oh, I want a cake topper. I'm like, cool, that's not gonna be fondant. That's gonna be sugar. So just so you know. It's just my brain works better with the sugar. I don't know why.
It's perfect. And you can tell when you're teaching, when you're doing your tutorials, and when you're actually playing with it, you can tell how much you like it. It really comes through that you have a love for that kind of experimenting and that kind of artwork, which it is artwork. It's complete artwork. So tell me about the road to Halloween Wars.
So the road to Halloween Wars. Oh my gosh, it was so funny, guys. So I'll back up for you. So I'll start with the application process.
Okay.
So I applied. It was just like a short little application on the website, and then excuse me, I've had my voice going in and out all weekend, so apologize.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
But
Barbie, we're going to ask her in just a second. Let me show you these questions real quick and then work them into what you're about to tell them. Yes, so she's going to talk to us about that right now. And then Barbie from Texas wants to know if you knew your teammates before the show. So we'll talk about that.
We'll get all of that real quick.
Okay. So, all right. Let her go, girls.
So the production company is Super Delicious is what the company's called. Okay. So if you just Google, it was out in like February, March last year, the application process was. So I had a friend send me the, picture, hey, apply. So I was like, I'm going to do it this year. Like, screw it. We're going to try, see what happens. Okay. They tell me no, they tell me no, but maybe they'll tell me yes.
Particularly brave during a pandemic. You'll tell us about the differences, right, when you get there. But yes. A lot of people really got out of it. Was good for a lot of people. People really got out of their comfort zones and moved into different arenas and are really thriving. So I see that happening for you too.
Oh yes, very much so. Yeah, I used the whole pandemic to just learn new things. When I did, orders were slow.
I feel like I have gone through cookie college again.
Yes.
Through the pandemic, both with learning and teaching. I mean, and I have good mental health. So if you are struggling in your mental health, I believe cooking is better than therapy. So jump in and join us.
Oh my gosh. It's always, yes. If I'm having a bad day, I'm in the kitchen. Like,
that's right.
It's better there.
That's right.
But so application, it was on their site. If you just Google Halloween Wars, it'll kind of find it for you. It was just a short little application. And then from there, and you uploaded a couple pictures of your work. And from there, they emailed me a longer application like the next week. And on that application, you have to do a video talking about why you should be on Halloween Wars.
Okay.
And
were you already versed in doing videos?
So I am great talking to people like this.
Yes.
I'm talking to you. We're good. If I'm doing a demo, doing a tutorial, I'm talking to people on my screen.
Right.
I'm good. But just sitting in front of a camera by myself, you know,
right.
Just me and my husband, and he's just like, you can do this. And I'm like, no, this is scary.
Look, when the pandemic started, the reason I started doing videos is because I have a storefront, a boutique bakery storefront. And I just needed people to see that we were isolating. We were curbside pickup, and I was not sick, so that they would keep coming to order. But I'll tell you, the most difficult videos I filmed in the last year were the videos that my husband took. Yes. Like this, I'm totally fine. I have my setup, I'm rolling, but when my husband was on the other side of the camera, I always got excessively nervous.
Yes, it took like 5 shots. So I figured out what I was going to say.
Right.
And they're like, oh, we love personality and stuff. And the first one, like I said it. And I was like, okay, I said it. And I didn't stutter and I didn't like, we got this. And then I watched it and I'm like, that's the most boring thing I've ever said in my life. I can't say that. And then I had to like psych myself up. Like, take a shot of tequila. Let's do this.
All right.
Then it got better.
So. Okay. So you, in the video, do you just tell them about yourself?
Yeah, that's it was just like, my name's Brooke Taylor. I'm from Fort Worth. I think I should be on Halloween Wars because I'm super funny and weird and,
Yes.
I would make good TV, guys.
Okay, well, it worked.
Really, I'm not lying. That's kind of really what I said. Like, I have a tie-dye shirt and Alice in Wonderland apron and pink hair, and they were like, she's right. She's right.
So how long between the time you did that application and got that email back and did a video, did you actually have to like be nervous until you got your response?
So I think I was just kind of like, at that point, it was just like a shot in the dark kind of deal. I'm like, I'm just going to send it and see what happens.
So you were okay once you got it out of there. Okay.
I was okay. And then we did the video, and then I was kind of like, well, maybe they'll call, maybe they won't, whatever. And then I think it was a couple weeks after the video, I got a text message, and it was like, we want to set you up for a Zoom interview. And then I got nervous.
But you actually got a text.
Yeah, because then it was like serious. Like, oh,
okay.
Like I'm through I made a video in my kitchen by myself phase. Holy crap, I
have always wondered whether you actually got an email or a phone call, but you got a text.
I got a text.
I wonder how many people got a phone call and then they were just like crazy or speechless.
Yeah.
Right?
So we did the interview, and it was great. Like, it was just like this, just having a conversation.
Right.
Showed him some of my pieces because I'm a hoarder of my sugar work. I have a problem. But really, it's a problem. I have a whole cabinet. My whole mantle is now sugar pieces. It's a problem.
Oh, wow.
Be okay. But
later, you're going to have to tell us how you seal them so nothing happens to them.
Okay,
but tell us about Halloween Wars first and your team. We want to know how you got your team. I don't know anything about how those teams are selected.
We did the Zoom interview, and then they told us that it would be like a month and a half, before we would hear back.
Do you know how many people you were up against?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I imagine it's just thousands, right?
I would imagine
people want to do this.
So,
yeah.
So the time frame that they had given passed by like 3 weeks. So I was like,
oh,
I didn't get it. I didn't call. It's fine. It's fine. Because I told myself it doesn't matter. It's fine. I did the best I could.
Right.
Either way, I'm fine. But then the time frame passed, and I'm like, eh.
And can you apply again?
So the time frame passed, and I'm like, eh. But then, literally, one weekend I was like making different plans because they had told us filming would be in June. So
Okay.
I kind of like blocked out my June. And when I hadn't heard anything, I finally just was like, fine, I'm going to start planning things for June. And so I was planning things with Sydney and planning things. And Sydney's like, you just wait. You just wait. And I'm like, it's been too long. They're not going to call me. They called me the next day.
That's awesome. I love it.
And I freaked out. I was screaming.
So you're literally on the phone and you're so excited.
On the phone screaming, and this poor producer is like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yes." Give me a second though.
I told you I had personality.
Hold please. I have to freak out first, okay?
That's so much fun though.
It was so funny. And then so I got the phone call when I got to work, and so I'm trying to call my husband, and he's asleep, and he's got his phone on silent, and he won't answer. It took me like 2 hours to get a hold of him, but just keep calling.
Just say
he wakes up, he's like, "Did you die? What's wrong?" I'm like, "Oh, it's better."
So, hey, what's the prize on this show? I know the shows are all very different.
So the prize for this one was $25,000.
Wow.
So once we found out we were going to be on the show, there was like, I talked to the producer. They got a little more in depth about us personally, our experiences, like, do you believe in ghosts and that kind of stuff too, you know,
like it's
Halloween stuff. And then we get assigned our teams. So it's all a lottery. You have no idea who's going to be on your team. And
so you don't pick a team and go with people you already know you can work with.
Nope.
Everybody's flying blind.
Yes.
So is it literally like they draw it out, or they try to match you up somehow?
I'm sure they have a system, but all I know is they sent an email that said, "This is your team. Here's their contact info. Have fun."
Can you tell us who was on your team and where they're from?
So my teammates were Christy Seguin. She is from Austin. She owns Cakes Rock.
Cool.
She's an amazing sculptor. Oh my gosh, you guys got to check out her Facebook and Instagram. She's amazing.
Okay.
And then this other member was Shayla Barnes Holloway, and she owns the Butter Creamery. She was originally in Miami, but she's in Alabama now.
Okay.
But she does humongous, gorgeous wedding cakes. And so we kind of broke it down by everybody's strengths. Like Christy sculpted, Shayla baked, and then covered cakes and did all of that stuff.
And you told me earlier you did chocolates and things too, right? So you did isomalt work and chocolates?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I wanted to incorporate both of those mediums just for different textures and pieces and stuff. Mm-hmm. Just because they both can do different things and look just a little different. So I did a lot of both. I did a lot.
That's so fun. So casting links are up there.
Thank you, Ileana.
And
Ileana was on the show too.
She was?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. She's in our group. I'm pretty sure she's in Cookie Snack Attack. Lady, we're going to have you come on and talk about this. Heather's saying hello. What'd you say?
I said she's trying to be shy. I'm not going to let her.
Call her out. And that's the place, right? Cake Rocks, Austin, Texas. Okay, good. So check out those galleries too.
Yes.
So much fun.
Hi, Heather. I love you too.
How long between the phone call and when you go, and what happened since this all happened during a pandemic?
So it was 10 days from phone call to flight.
Wow. Yeah. You have no time to get nervous and back out. You got to just get it together and go.
You're in it. It's too late now. You done? Yes. So, and because of the pandemic, so we flew out. We actually filmed in Park City, Utah.
Okay.
Which is not where they normally film. They normally film in LA, but because of the pandemic, they were kind of getting, creative and farther away from people, really.
Yes.
Park City is a smaller town, and it was off season. So,
okay.
It was, very quiet.
And this happened in June of last year, this year, just recently. Okay. Okay.
2021. So we flew out. They pick us up at the airport, take us to the hotel, and then you're locked in your room for 3 days. You can get, food delivered to your room or from the restaurant in the hotel, but you are quarantined to your room.
So you have internet. You must have just
Yeah.
stayed on the computer constantly. Otherwise, you'd have been like way out of your head, right?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
keep
And we
yourself
did a lot
centered
of,
and
like, our team was literally within 4 rooms. There was 3 of us. So it
gotcha.
was me and Shayla back to back, then a space, then Christy. So we were just right there, and we would do a lot of like on Zoom talking about plans and what we think about this, what we think about that, just getting to know each other better and really discussing
Trying
our
to get a rhythm.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
did you actually even know at this point what you're going to be making or what the competition is?
We knew some of it. So
Okay.
we knew I think we had the first 2
Okay.
episodes what the theme would be. So you
Okay.
get to plan your cake in advance.
Did anybody get booted because they turned up to have COVID during that quarantine period?
No, but
Awesome.
but one team broke protocol and almost got booted.
Oh.
Yeah, so protocol, once we were out of quarantine, everybody got COVID tested. Once everything came back negative, then we were like free. We could walk around the hotel because we couldn't go into any stores. Like if we went
Gotcha.
outside, so like I could walk to the restaurant around the corner and stand outside and order food and then bring it to me.
I gotcha.
But we couldn't walk in anywhere.
Well,
But
I can see that. You could take out a whole set. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was, it was fine. It didn't bother me. I didn't mind, it's
That's
cool.
awesome.
Whatever I have to do to be there, right? One team though, they had ordered their Home Depot, like their supplies for their hardware and stuff, and they took an Uber and went and got it.
Oh.
And yeah, it was a whole thing. Like we all got locked back in our rooms for like half a day, and they retested everybody, and it was like, yeah.
Oh boy. But they stayed, right?
Yeah, they stayed.
Oh,
they
wow.
were good. Everything was negative, but it was, that was scary for a minute.
You're very proud Auntie is here.
Yes. Yes, she is. Awesome.
So keep telling us your story, but before, just in case some people don't stay with us the whole time tonight, tell them when this airs, how they watch it, if there's any way to watch it besides the actual paid network or whatever it is, if there's another roundabout, if strip pieces will be posted later, all that.
Yeah, so it airs September 19th.
Okay.
Road to Halloween Wars is at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And then Halloween Wars is right after, so 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central.
Okay.
They're back to back. September 19th, it's a Sunday, and 13 days from now.
Yeah, not far.
Not
long, and then we're gonna know.
I know. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Really.
So how many episodes is it?
So it is 7.
So they eliminate like a team each time? Is that what happens? There's a competition and they eliminate?
2 episodes are a little different. And I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm going to let you find that out.
Okay, that'll be fun.
But the first 2 episodes are a little different, but somebody does get eliminated every episode.
So I think you told me that when you were getting ready, that there is you're in the preview part on the Road to Halloween Wars. Is that the show that you're saying is before?
Yes, yeah, that is before, and then Halloween Wars premiere is at 8 Central, 9.
And then it's every week for the next 7 weeks an episode releases?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so it should be on Halloween.
I'm like totally old school about watching TV, and I know that everyone else is not anymore, and they like to sit down and watch a whole season and like just call in sick to work and binge watch something all day. But I really like it stretching out. I like that. So this will be exciting that you can't watch it too early. All right, so let's go back to, I don't see any questions.
It will be on Food Network, but you can watch it. It should be the same day on Discovery Plus.
Okay. Is that where it's airing, Discovery Plus?
Yeah. So it'll be on the paid like TV Food Network. It'll air on Discovery Plus.
Okay.
If you just stream, you can get Sling. It has Food Network, so you can get it on there.
Okay.
It should also be on YouTube TV. I know Sling is like $30 for a month.
Okay.
So that's something I just wanted to watch that, or
I gotcha. And you said it's going to be on YouTube TV?
So what was that?
YouTube? Okay. Yeah. All right. And then you can't release anything early though, right?
No.
No snippets or anything. So,
No,
but you
but
can tell
after
us,
it airs, I'll come share
you can come
pictures
dish some more.
behind the scenes.
You know we want the dish.
I
We
know.
want all of like
No.
how all the stuff
I
you can't
know.
tell us now. I want to be first when it's over.
Don't worry.
Okay, so keep telling us like what happened as much as you can without, anything you're not supposed to tell us.
So I'll start Road to Halloween Wars. It was so funny. So we filmed that at very end of May. And they came to the house and we did an interview. We did it outside because of COVID.
Right.
So it's May. I have Halloween decorations up. So my neighbors think I'm lost my mind completely.
Could you tell them that you were going to compete? No one knows.
We kind of were just like, just watch Food Network in the fall. And it'll all make sense, okay? Like, it's literally a man we have never spoken to stopped, asked are you guys okay?
He wanted to know if you had gotten like bad attack of COVID.
He was like,
what are you doing now?
Lost it for real. For real.
Hey, listen, people have been in their houses a long time.
Yes.
It could happen.
It could. Yes, it was really funny.
So you're filming outside.
We're filming on my very narrow patio, and it's pouring rain. And I've got all these Halloween decorations out, and it's just, it was amazing, really.
So I can't wait to see this because now I'm going to know the background of that, and I'm going to be like, oh, I know what she's talking about.
They think it's October, but it's not. It is so. It was May, and the neighbors thought I was crazy. Okay.
So did everyone that got interviewed do that? Did you create your own scenery or whatever when they came to you to interview?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But not everybody that was on the show will be on Road to Halloween Wars. They picked like a select few of us.
Okay.
To do like a backstory on.
So see, decorations, very important. Storefront windows, man, they rock.
I still have my back.
I love it.
I'm not going to climb up there and get them down, so they're going to live there forever.
Just leave them. It's a good memory anyway for you.
That's exactly right.
So did you, was anything unexpected? Did they nail you with any questions that you were like, whoa, I wasn't prepared for that?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, it was just a lot of like talking about my background and how I got started and just kind of, about me, and then why I think I should be on the show, what I think I would, positive attributes I would bring. And I just made the camera guy laugh the whole day. So I figured that was fun.
You did tell him you were funny, Brooke.
I did.
They were expecting you to deliver.
I told them I would make them laugh. It might embarrass me, but I don't care.
Did you have that planned after doing your video, what you were going to say, or did it just like spontaneously start erupting?
It just comes out of my mouth.
This often gets me in trouble. That's why I'm asking. I just want to know, is that like...
it just happens, and it's my mother's fault. Mom, if you're still here, you know this. It's your fault. But I love you.
So funny. So who is Guy Taylor? Do you know who Guy Taylor?
That's my husband.
Oh, hey Guy, how are you? Thank you for letting her be on this interview with us. So you feel free to dish in the comments, Guy, on anything that was going on that you were super shocked about, okay?
He's so funny.
But keep it family oriented. We have kids that watch this. So how long were they there for your interview?
So they were here, man, they were probably here like 4 hours.
Wow. That's a lot of time to be on. You know what I mean?
And it was like, we filmed outside, and then we did some like opening the door, like, hey, Halloween Wars. And because the inside of the house was all spooky too. And,
that's so cool. Did you have a smoke machine? I have to know.
I didn't have a smoke machine, but I had flame light bulbs.
Oh, yes.
The entranceway was all like
gotcha.
Flames, and we had
love it.
lace that looked like spider webs and a crystal ball and cut off hands.
So do you have a life-size skeleton and an enormous spider? Do you have those? If not, you need to get them this year to commemorate this year for you.
One I probably shouldn't show you, but I'm going to show you it anyway. TV timeout. I'm going to show you what I made for Halloween, Road to Halloween Wars. Yeah.
Oh, are you allowed to? Don't get in trouble. Okay. It'll be okay.
Ringo.
Huh?
His name is Ringo.
No way.
Wait for Ringo.
See, I'm afraid I'm going to have nightmares because I saw some of the preview pieces.
So, this is Ringo.
Oh, look it.
He is
So you made him at home all on your own and all in isomalt.
And look, he moves.
Oh, see, you totally need to get the big skeleton to commemorate this year.
I know it.
How do you have him attached, Brooke? Is that actually?
It's all isomalt. The whole. Sorry, wrong way.
Even the little hooks?
Yeah. So the hooks are like ring hooks for like pictures and stuff. But then this whole backing and the base is all isomalt. So
he is so cool. How long did it take you to make him?
A couple hours.
That's not too bad.
The head's blown sugar.
Okay.
So blowing that in the mold was the hardest part because it's such an intricate mold. You can kind of see.
I see all the teeth. Your camera's great. I can see all the teeth and the skeleton pieces.
So, yeah, it was very.
They love it. Let me just show you some comments.
Yes.
So they love that. They're saying he's awesome. He's fabulous. Amazing. Jen is saying so cool.
Yay.
So how long, Barbie's asking, how long did it take to film just one episode?
So we filmed one episode in a day.
Wait, you filmed an episode and immediately had to go to the next episode?
So, yes, kind of. So we have like prep days in between.
Okay.
Where you can like get your stuff together, basically.
Okay.
Make sure you have everything you need to succeed on camera. So you have all your ingredients, you have, you know what I'm saying? Like all the things, you have it.
Okay.
If you need to go to the store, then go to the store, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So we had a prep day that we get things ready, and then the next morning they pick you up from the hotel. Most of the time it was between 5 and 6 in the morning. We'd get on set, they would feed us breakfast.
Oh wow.
Then we would start filming. And
how long is the day once it starts?
So we film I think every episode is 7 hours on the clock.
Okay.
So we start early, film the 7 hours, and then you have judging. So then you're waiting in the room in the back, and then every team has a time they come out and present their cake to the judges and cut into it, and the judges taste it and all of that. So
you're making cakes the entire time, but splitting up the skill set for the embellishments and the cake toppers and all of that?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, you have to imagine if she's going in that early in the morning, and then it's a 7-hour long day, 7 hours.
No, they don't stop the clock for lunch. So.
Yeah, and 7 hours like this is not a normal 7-hour day. It's probably equivalent to like the stress of a 28-hour day.
Yes.
Right? Because you're on and you're working with people.
On it. And you're on your feet and you're running around and you're throwing things at a cake. Like literally, it is 7 hours that feels like 24, and you are just up here the whole time.
Did it work to your benefit that you didn't have downtime? Like once you were up, do you feel like you were? I work great under pressure, which is why I'm asking.
Same. I do too.
Okay.
I'm like under pressure, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I was.
If it's too slow, I'm not handling it well.
No, we had an opportunity if we wanted to take like a 10-minute quick jump off the camera and stuff some food in your face kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But
it doesn't
one
stop.
Episode I did, but one episode I was just in it. I had so much to do, and like I was like, I'm just going. We're just doing it. Boom. And yeah.
Oh, she's laughing because I never sleep. She knows it. I don't know, guys. I've always said when people have sent me applications to do like Food Network shows and the Cupcake Wars and that. But when we first got back home and I opened the boutique bakery here in town, I was downsizing from a big dessert cafe in Florida. Mm-hmm. And when we actually got back home and opened that, it evolved very quickly into something I wasn't expecting to do. Yep. So I didn't get to ever finish all the stuff I intended to do in the store, like the gift lines and all of that kind of stuff. And people kept coming and saying, do that. And you have to understand, like when you're running a full-on boutique bakery and it's just you and your husband, you're not talking, you don't go to work and then work gets left behind and you don't work for just 8 hours. When we first opened up here, my most embarrassing moment when we first opened our bakery up here was the day one of the newspaper reporters came to interview me, and I had been on it 21 hours a day for a week straight. Then the next week was 18 hours a day, and she came to interview me because they wanted it for a special release in the paper, whatever, because we had a grand opening that had over 200 people and I'm in a small town. Like we had to get the police to come watch the street and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, man.
So my most embarrassing moment is that I literally almost passed out when she was trying to interview me.
No.
And I was like, my husband's like, just get through this. You've got to do it. And I was like literally sliding down to my body was just shot. So they would come in and say, do an application. Like some friends that work at the town are like, go do Cupcake Wars. I was like, I can't do one more thing. I don't have time to do one more thing, and I don't think my body can handle it because the stress.
It was so stress.
But my life is changing, Brooke, and these are things that might be things I could do in the future. So if you get to pick a team, think of me.
I will.
If you get to go back and you need like some unknown person, put my name in the hat.
Oh yeah, there's other shows that you get to pick, so.
This is true, right? Like 24 hours of exhaustion and 2 hours to get it all done. It's crazy, the pressure. And Ringo is awesome. We love him.
Thank you, Lori. I love Lori. She's so sweet.
So fun. Okay, so keep telling us. Keep dishing. We're going to talk as long as you want to talk.
Oh, man. So it was just, man.
Am I allowed to ask you anything? Like, did you get eliminated after the first one, or were you there?
Not the first one. So
okay. Don't say anything else then.
That's it.
And if you did get eliminated, is this kind of one of the seasons where they bring back eliminated people to either judge or to be in a special episode, or did you get to come back for the very last one?
No.
Okay. Do you think they would have if it hadn't been in the middle of a pandemic? Like, I'm sure they were getting you out of there as fast as possible, right?
It was like the next day. So
I gotcha.
Yeah, I think different global circumstances, they probably would have brought everybody back for the finale. But
so can you go again since you've been in it, or can you only go to other?
Nope,
you can go. So you're going to apply, right?
Oh, heck yes.
Because now that you know, just think of what you could actually do. See, you have a look on your face that's like, it terrified me. I loved it.
I loved
it.
But
I could do it again.
It was like all the emotions times like 10,000. So you're like excited and happy and screaming, crying, and like emotionally distraught, and all of it all at the same time, and you're just like,
Is this true? Is that true what Shayna's saying, that once you're on a Food Network show, they invite you back for other shows, making it easier to compete?
So they, especially if they like you were made good television, really, if you had good personality and people liked you, the audiences like you, that kind of thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, they definitely.
And
I mean, I've talked to my producer probably 5 or 6 times since leaving.
That's awesome. How about your teammates? Are you guys also in touch? Okay, cool.
Oh, yes.
And what about this one? They want to know what you would change and do different next time. And they're also saying super proud of you.
Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you. Honestly, I wouldn't change anything. But
just go in it and hit it hard, huh?
I mean, we did the cake we left on. I'm so proud of. It just, like, it's the greatest cake I've ever been a part of in my whole life.
That's awesome.
And I said it. Yeah, that was in its home, but it's fine. I'm not.
When people were going home on your particular season, were they like super upset and having breakdowns?
I mean, I bawled the whole night. I did. I bawled the whole night.
So was your husband available? Did he answer the phone?
He answered the phone that time.
All right, we're really proud of you too.
Yeah.
Husbands and spouses, all that, they super matter in all of this, because I think without that background support,
I was, and the next day I was like, all right, it's fine, because I kept saying, it's just cake, it's fine, Bro,
You
it's
know
not just
what?
cake. It
I
was a
know, but you
lot.
know what's so funny, especially during the pandemic with different people I've talked to and interviewed, everyone has this really heightened sense of the fact that what we do as edible food artists, that people are really getting an appreciation, especially because they had to slow down, right? Other people, it's not just cake, it's not just cookies. You're bringing something really unique into people's celebrations, into their lives, into their permanent photos. Like, don't you just get that chill every time you make something? Like, especially me and little kids, when I make like their first, second, third, fourth birthday cakes or their specialty cupcakes,
Yes.
and they're like sending me pictures of them stuffing that in their face, I'm forever, yeah, like they may not remember me when they get older because I'm not going to be doing this forever, but they're going to like know they had something special. So it's like magic.
Yes.
You know, just face it, you're hook, line, and sinker.
I am.
Yeah.
Just like that, like I do icing smiles too. So I've gotten to like make cake. I make a cake multiple years for the same recipient.
Oh.
But it's like every year they're like, I go, what's the theme? And I have, they're like, oh, it's just a fun game. I'm like, no.
Tell me
We're
something
going all out.
special.
Like,
yeah.
I don't even care. This is every year. You get the best cake you've ever seen. And
I answered this one for April. This is April. April is in our group. Brooke, she is the lady that does all of the doggy cookies.
Oh, yes,
but she cookies with us and gets designs, does all that kind of stuff. But she is our local pet cookie resident in the Cookie Snack Attack group. And by the way, if you're watching and you're not in Cookie Snack Attack, there's a couple of things you can do. Jen, drop them a link on Facebook to go. Hello, how are you? Hi. What is your name?
Jace.
What is it?
Jace.
Jace, I'm Amy. It's very nice to meet you. Are you so proud of her?
Yeah, I'm so proud of Mommy for being on Halloween Wars. Yeah.
So do you know, don't get her in trouble, but do you know who won?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't know? Okay, you got to keep it close.
Yeah.
He would tell me.
Yes.
Okay, but you didn't tell him. I bet you were glad when she got home, though, right?
Yeah, you missed Mommy when she was.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah. Daddy always going to me, but didn't work.
I know.
He just kicked me up. Like, Daddy snuggles are only for the day.
Oh yeah, Daddy snuggles. Yeah.
So do you like the
only?
Okay.
Dave, do you like the piece that Mom made?
Do you like Mama's cakes? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool, huh? Yeah.
So we're so proud of her. So I know you guys are super proud of her.
Yeah.
So April wants to know, I don't know how the judging worked on this one. Were there multiple judges?
Yes, there were 3 judges.
Did you recognize them?
Yes. One of them's on Halloween Wars every year.
Okay. Are you allowed to tell us who, or do we have to wait for that?
I think it's been announced. So Eddie Jackson.
Okay.
Jinmin Lee.
Okay.
And then Artie, I can't say Artie's last name. Segueri.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Do you know who I'm talking about, though?
Yes, I believe I do, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
She's so sweet. I love
Artie. Someone told you to trip me up on the names tonight, didn't they? Because I told you.
I don't know how to say it either. I'm just like, Artie, I love you, but I don't know her last name.
Okay, but Artie, you don't need 2 names when you're on a judge on Halloween Wars. You can be just one person. So wait, this is our Facebook group. The link will be a live link. This is Cookie Snack Attack. We'd love for you to join us. We do 2 tutorials every Tuesday. I don't know if you ever get to pop in, Brooke, but we're starting Fright Nights and Fall Days. So let me show you something. I'll show you if it'll show up because I don't have the lower camera on. But this is one of my pieces for tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Can you see him?
I love him.
So cool. Yes. Can't wait. Now that's not finished, of course, and he's setting up. But tomorrow, yes, I get it, you guys. It's the beginning of September.
No.
Somebody's going to send me a message and say it's too early. But because the cookie cutters are dual purpose, I promised 1 Halloween cookie, then we'll flip into fall, and then we'll come back and we're going to go overboard on the Halloween cookies. Okay?
Halloween all year long. Oh, yeah.
All right, so Brooke, 3 judges.
Yes.
How does judging work?
Oh my gosh, that was the worst part.
I bet you the whole time, like,
Oh my God, yes. So one other thing that I didn't expect, it is so cold on set.
oh,
Like freezing cold.
is that because of the work you're doing, or because they think you're going to be so stressed they have to keep it polar bear?
I mean, probably both, but
Okay.
but then when like I was pretty okay working, right?
Okay.
Sometimes like if I stood still for a minute, I was like, it's cold in here.
Okay.
But and like when we were filming like the setup parts where you're sitting, you know, and introducing the teams and all that, we're sitting there like freezing to death. But then like you go back and judging again, and it is so cold.
So do you get pulled off for private interviews throughout this process?
So
okay.
so we did the interviews the day after.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and there was one representative for each team, and I was a representative for my team that did our interviews.
Okay, and before I forget, I have to ask, did you keep pink hair or did you go orange?
Nope, pink.
Pink, okay. All right.
My Cheshire cat hair.
Yes, yes, I had to know.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you'd get tempted to go neon orange.
It wasn't quite this bright pink, but it was pink. So
perfect.
Can't miss.
Okay, now go back to the judging. Tell us the most stressful part.
It's oh my gosh. So you're standing like, here's your cake. They've taken all these pictures. Oh my gosh. And it's making me nervous just thinking about it again. And so like there's they're standing, somebody stands by the cake and talks about it, and the other 2 stand off to the side and like try not to vomit. That was me. I'm like,
did you have to be the one presenting at any point, or did you get?
I did.
You did. Okay.
Cakes. And honestly, it was better that way, because when I'm just standing there watching, I'm like, when I can talk, it's okay.
I hope we get to see your face on the one where you didn't talk, because I bet it's total deer in the headlight.
Oh my God, it was. It had to be. I was like, and I was, oh my God, yeah, no, I was like,
Well, Charlotte is super excited to watch you too. I've scrolled by a bunch of comments, but there's a lot of them that are like, can't wait to see this.
I can't wait for y'all to see it. You're gonna laugh at me.
Now remember, tell them again, you're in the first part that comes on before the first episode of the Halloween Wars, right? So the hour before. So tell them all that again.
Yeah, so I'm on Road to Halloween Wars.
Okay.
It airs right before the premiere of Halloween Wars. So it is the Road to Halloween Wars is 8 p.m. Eastern time, and then Halloween Wars is 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
So they're back to back. Food Network. They should both be on Discovery Plus also.
Okay.
You can stream them on Sling. That's the most affordable way besides Discovery Plus that I've found. It should also be on YouTube TV. So
I gotcha. Okay. I'm going to check out YouTube TV because I think I have access to that. I'm not sure if I do, but I think I do. So,
it should be.
Okay. And then I'm sure someone's going to have up like videos the day after.
Oh, yeah.
If you can't get any of those things. So what was the most unusual thing that you were not expecting about the whole experience? Either before, getting ready, after, during, anything you want.
So we did not know, it's been announced now that Zach Baggins was going to be a part of it. So we had no idea until we're on set and he comes on the TVs and we're all like, what is happening? And that like took it to a whole new level. Because then you think you have kind of a game plan,
right?
And then that happens. You're like,
what am I gonna do?
Well, okay, let's see what can we do that. But yeah, that they kept that under tight lip. I don't know how we didn't find that out. Honestly.
It was probably easier though because of the pandemic to keep it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that. And that probably made it even better because, I'm sure all of this was weird to film during the pandemic, to be not being able to go out and actually get your own stuff.
Yeah, it was like we had to make carts at Home Depot of all the parts we needed for hardware.
Yes.
And like send it to the producer so they could pay for it and then go get it. And Yeah, and it's Park City, Utah, so they don't have everything, like it's not that big of a town, and it's off season for them. They're a ski town. So yeah,
And
it was
sometimes, let's face it, you go in and buy that stuff yourself and you come out with the wrong stuff. So I can't imagine actually doing it on the computer on a shopping cart and then only having one day and relying on them to get you the right stuff, because then what if it's not right?
Yeah.
By the way, I really want to know, did anybody have any on-screen blow-ups with each other, like just big dramatic moments?
So honestly, I didn't notice any, but I was pretty focused. So I'm kind of anxious to watch.
To see everything that went on?
Yeah. Like there was one point in one episode where the producer had told me to ask Christy a question. And I asked it, but she was kind of far away from me. And she answered, but he was like, I couldn't hear you, Brooke, say it again. But she wasn't listening to the producer. So I said it a couple more times, and she's like, I answered you. And I'm like, Christy, he's telling me to. She's like, oh, I'm sorry.
So I wonder if they edit that out or not.
I don't know. We're going to find out.
I imagine, especially you, when you're pulling sugar art and making isomalt, like you don't want a bunch of people talking to you, right? Because that's so time sensitive. Like I know.
And that's the stuff they want to see, right?
Yeah,
so
right.
That's the stuff they've got.
So they're pushing. They're probably just needling you, right?
Yes.
Because I know one of the reasons I set up the cookie studio at the house for when I'm just doing my designs and my classwork is because I couldn't do it at the store anymore, because even though we were curbside, royal icing is royal icing. And if you're using, if you're sculpting and stuff and you walk away for 2 minutes, you come back, you got to scrape and start over. And then I would just get so frustrated. Sugar, I mean, what does it take? 5 seconds and it's lost?
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. So no big breakouts that we know of. What else should I ask you, Brooke? What else happened that was like, this is so cool?
I don't know what else I don't know.
Did they put you all in any like fun decorations, like have anybody popping out of coffins or anything for fun?
No. I hope pay attention to my apron in the first episode.
Okay. All right. Was it special made for you?
I ruined it.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
You didn't get burnt or anything though, right? While you were there, you were fine.
No fire. No.
Okay. So you did tell me earlier, I don't know if we talked about this, but
I'm sorry.
Okay, let me ask you this first. On each team, there's a baker, there's a sugar artist, and what's the third thing there is?
So they labeled it 2 cake artists and a sugar artist.
Okay, and no sculptor this time.
Yeah. So
okay, so they also want to know how many times you repacked your tools before your flight.
How do you know this answer?
So did you fly with your tools and they had to go and check baggage, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a limit on what you could bring?
So I could check 2 bags that they would pay for.
Okay.
And I shipped a couple things ahead of time. Like I shipped my big airbrush compressor and a couple other things. But I gravely underestimated how much my stuff weighs. Oh. And I had 2 bags that were 49 pounds each.
Oh.
And a carry-on that was 40 pounds.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess so with the tools and stuff though, and especially for doing isomalt, that probably adds up, right?
Yes. Because like at that point, I didn't know all of the episodes at all.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm taking anything that I can somehow
get in there,
incorporate into Halloween.
Frankly, it was brave that you sent your favorite equipment on ahead. Like I would be super nervous to let some of my stuff out of my sight.
My husband is an expert packer.
Okay.
So he packed the crap out of that thing. I couldn't get it out when I got there.
Oh, that's so funny. So what about this? Allison wants to know if anybody intentionally sabotages stuff in the kitchen.
No, they didn't mess with ovens.
Okay. That almost didn't mess with anything?
Not that I know of. They didn't mess with me.
And Barbie wants to know if your teams had names. Did you give yourself names?
Yes.
Can you tell us who you were?
Our team was Cake Coven.
Ooh, look at you.
Sugar witches.
And so, any catastrophes?
Yes.
Yes. In your team?
We had one minor one, but
Okay, is that when you ruined your apron? Because I really want them to
no,
watch.
that was just
That was minor. Okay.
you'll see.
Okay.
Just wait. It's the first episode. You're gonna be
So, Brooke, when
she's
we're watching this, when it comes on live, and you're watching this at your house, just know that everybody that's on tonight and everybody that watches this in the next 2 weeks is going to be like, aha, we're going to come back to this video and put a lot of comments for you.
Oh, we see now.
And did you forget anything? Jen wants to know.
I didn't forget anything. I had everything.
Yeah, you took the whole kitchen sink, didn't you?
Took all of it.
I love it. Good for you, girl. I'm glad you got as much on there as you could. It's so fun. Elizabeth is saying, can't wait to watch. Well, we have been on about an hour and your voice is going. So please tell me if there's anything else we should tell them so that they can be ready.
Follow.
Because you have a contest.
Yes, I do. So I'm going to do a giveaway the week that it premieres.
Okay.
On my Instagram and on my Facebook. The Facebook one's going to be more for local people, like cookies and cocoa bombs. But on my Instagram, it's for bakers and hobbyists, all of that.
Okay.
So I'll show you. I've got a couple of the prizes. I have a prize pack from Simi Cakes of isomalt.
Is that all isomalt?
Mm-hmm.
Isomalt chips in there?
Yeah.
And what's the yellow thing in the front?
So that's one of the Torch Team wristbands.
Oh, nice. Okay.
For the tea, you know.
Okay.
I've got some. This is my jar, but I have another jar that's for the giveaway. Some super fun Halloween.
Oh, love it. And eyeballs.
Eyeballs and little mummies.
Oh, that is so cute. Who's that sprinkle brand by?
It is from the Pink Crumb.
Oh, fun.
She's awesome. She hand makes all of them.
Is that actually the website, The Pink Crumb? So
yeah,
Jen will find the link.
2 B's on Crumb, but yes, The Pink Crumb.
Okay.
And then I have a Halloween coffee koozie from the Domestic Cookie.
Okay. Nice.
I've got some 3-piece chocolate molds.
Okay, nice. It's only going to be like a week or two, and everybody's going to be buying every one of those they can get their hands on.
I know. And
I'm just telling you, if you're here in Culpeper, I am not making those this year. I am doing so much teaching and so much stuff between now and the end of the year that hot cocoa bombs are not my thing this year.
I don't blame you.
Just telling you.
I made so many last year.
How many did you make last year?
I probably made like 2,000 last year.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
I ended up I don't even know how, because I forget to ask these things. Yeah. But I got contacted by the Dallas Morning News last year about cocoa bombs.
Yes.
And ended up all the people they talked to in the article, all the other ones had like closed orders, and I was the only one taking orders still.
Still going.
I know.
Well, I bet you got very proficient at it though. But
yes.
I feel like the home bakers around here, the cottage bakers, they did a great job of keeping up with demand, and I did not need to be in that playing field.
It was a lot. It was fun, but oh my gosh, yeah.
So is this the right? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jen. Jen, you're killing it tonight.
Yes, she
Ileana once says, I want to play.
Heck yes.
So what do they have to do for the giveaway? What will they do?
The giveaway is just it'll be on my Instagram. Follow the pages that donated stuff and tag some other people in the comments. So, and
then you're in.
You're in.
That's awesome. So I hopefully, what track are you in at Dallas? Or do you mind saying?
I don't even remember right now.
I'm on A. And I was gifted my ticket.
What?
I was gifted my ticket by a friend, because I was like, I really want to go. This whole pandemic and all of this other stuff going on. And then I actually was praying about it, and I was like, if someone gives me a ticket, I'm going. It's my sign that I need to be there. This is my time to enter, right? So a friend called me and said, I just feel like I'm supposed to do this for you. And I was like, yes, all right. So when we get to Dallas, Brooke, make sure that even if you can't watch this Tuesday, tomorrow on the Cookie Snack Attack, make sure you go on there, because tomorrow it'll have a link to the coffee shop to download a free form. because anybody that's in Cookie Snack Attack currently that's going to be at Dallas is getting a special small gift bag from me. Now, it's not because obviously I have to fly with it. You know, there's limitations, but it's different items that nobody else is going to get, because I want to just tell everyone thank you for making this year so special. So make sure you do that and let's find each other. Hopefully we'll get time where we can hang out and do pictures.
Yes, pictures. And I will be demoing at Sydney's booth.
Okay.
On Friday and Saturday.
Oh, I'll find you then. So. I bought special equipment so I can walk through there with a nice smooth glide on the camera to film the vendor hall for everybody. Because I told them, if you can't go, then let's at least get you hooked up with the people with the product you need.
Yes, So I will be at Sydney's booth. If you go on my Instagram too and you want to play with ice malt, I have a code, Semi Bunny. It gets you 10% off.
How long is that code good for?
Forever.
Okay, so guys, grab that code. If you're going to be watching me in Cookie-a-thon with Nancy Westfall in November, I'm using isomalt.
Yay!
My cookie has isomalt. What I'm doing is really cool. But let me say this. You should not be afraid of it, because I'm not going to be doing the level of isomalt work that this woman does. I'm going to be doing something that you can handle to get your feet wet. And that way, if you're one of the people that is super talented with pulled sugar art, you are going to get addicted from just this little bit that we're doing. And then you can just get all of your tips and tricks and questions answered right here. Brooke will help you out from that point.
I will help anybody. Any questions? Cookies. It doesn't have to be ice malt. I love ice malt. It's my favorite. And I can talk about ice malt all day.
Well, I'm glad you found it, because your face like lights up when you're doing sugar work. Like, I think, like, for me, the thing is doing mixed medium cookies. Like, that is my jam. I am happiest there. And I love like getting off the cookie in any way I can, either 2D or 3D. And I love mixing these things. I like hand sculpting. I love fondant molds. Like, that's it. When we're there, I'm happy. When I have to do something too basic, it's almost an unhappy day for me.
Right. My husband linked my Instagram page.
Okay, good. And now if you go to Facebook, that will be a live link. On this, on this video screen, it's just showing the actual, the physical link, but it'll be live clickable from the Facebook page. Yeah, Allison is local and she wants to play with isomalt.
Yes.
Allison loves experimenting, so that's going to be awesome.
Heck yeah.
So Carol's going to be seeing you too.
Yay!
And it is very addictive. Let's see what this one is. Showing a picture. Do you mean my Cookie-a-thon cookie with Nancy Westfall after CookieCon? I will show you as soon as Nancy tells me it's okay. As soon as she releases us to say, because there's like 50 different, there's like 48 or 50 different teachers in Cookie-a-thon. It was expanded to 3 days. And I'm just not sure when we're supposed to tell everybody, but it's not a cookie. This is totally different than all the ones I've done before in Cookie-a-thon. But as soon as she tells me that I can show you guys, I'm going to show you, because Dots and Bows is making my cutter. And that way you can get hold on, I'm going to put the link back up, Camille. Hold on just a second. I'll post it for you. We went so fast. There we go. All right. So this is the link on Instagram. Okay. Is that right? That looks right to you?
Yep.
Okay. And let's see if there's any other questions. Isomalt code. What was the isomalt code? And Jen, if you'll type it in, please.
She did. Semi Bunny. Yeah.
Semi Bunny?
Yeah. SIMI. BUNNY.
Okay. Oh, this is the code. Just type that in. It'll get you 10% off.
Yes. Semicakes.com.
All right. And then this is your bakery, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I fell in love with isomalt and chocolate along with Brooke. Is this a friend of yours?
Yes.
Yes.
Lori and I, she's my sugar sister.
That's so fun.
We've been doing all the classes with Sydney for the last year and a half, and we just,
I pop one when I can, but it's so much with prepping on Tuesday that it's usually just like I have to always do the replays. They're not as much fun. I know it's not as much
class.
But I got to be in the live ones, right? So this is a great question. Are you submitting cookies for the sugar show at CookieCon?
I don't think so.
None?
Maybe. He might convince me. We'll see.
They'll probably be happy if you don't. But let me just tell you for sure, I'm submitting one if it arrives there unbroken. I really want to submit a cookie that I did this year that I taught in a special cake event. I want to submit it for the Anything Goes, but I have no idea how I'd get it there. So because of being on the airplane, so I
mean, I would just carry it in my lap, but I'm
just deal with box. But so but for sure I'm doing the Texas cookie and I'm super excited about it. I'm not expecting to win a thing, but I am definitely submitting because I just think if I don't, I'm going to regret it, right?
Yep.
All right, so there's the 10% again. Lori is sending you love. Let's see. Carol loves sending glasses.
To love her. Yes.
Oh, and the live Zoom. I only got to do one, and I love this.
Emotional support Canadian. That's Heather. So.
And raffle tickets. Allison is like, enter every single one to get raffle tickets. Listen, some of those prizes in Orlando were crazy. Those raffle ticket prizes, those were like $300 to $500 prizes.
Yes.
Like, so I'm going to do as much as I can before we leave.
Yes.
Hello. All right. So Miss Brooke, I just want to tell you super huge thank you. Sending you hugs and loves. I hope that you got everything out of the show this time that you wanted to, and I hope you go back for another one.
Oh, I'm going back.
I think it's only going to get better and better. I hope they bring you back like right away because I bet you were like loads of personality on the show.
Oh yes, I'll let you know. I sing, not well, but I sing, and I don't realize I do it. Like, so you met Jace, okay?
Yes.
Jace likes to make up songs. So now it's like a thing in our house that we, make up a song about random things. So like I'll find myself at work doing, singing what I'm doing.
Are you singing Halloween Wars?
Yep. Yeah. Singing it's fun.
Are there any other of the shows that you really want to go on? Or is Halloween Wars like your jam? Is that
Halloween Wars was like the one. And to get picked it's still so surreal to me. Like I saw the first commercial last night, right? And I saw my face on TV and I was like, that's me.
Honestly, they filmed at the end of May. We're at the beginning of September. You've done this particular part of your journey in 4 months.
Yes.
That is super quick.
Yes.
Very quick. Well, thank you. Everyone is saying thank you. They're glad they got this personal view. And we're hoping you're all going to tune in, come back to this video and leave her comments. Follow her on her pages. Definitely get in on that giveaway. It's some great stuff in there.
There's a whole bunch of good stuff. So
that's so exciting. And thank you for doing a giveaway because I think that's going to be so fun.
I'll have Cake Safe gift card, Icing Images gift card, some Sugar Prism paints, some cutters from Soof Cutters.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. Hey, are you going to be doing a whole bunch of really cool Halloween cookies using ice malt? Because I saw the one that you did. Who did you do that with that has the imprint and you did the eye?
Floof Cutters, yeah.
Okay.
I did the Hocus Cutter, Hocus Pocus and the Ouija board with her.
Gotcha. Okay. So those were the ice malt you did was amazing.
Thank you.
It was amazing. And those cookies are really cool looking. I know that all the Halloween is starting to pop up.
Yes.
So my question is, do you only do Halloween this time of year, or are you going to venture and do some cool fall pieces?
I'll do all of it.
Yeah.
I'll do all of it. Yeah.
Okay. I have to get a Halloween in for everybody on Tuesday, and then we're going to go fall for a few weeks, and then we're going to come back to it. Yeah, then we're going to go Halloween. But Brooke, I don't have a cool Halloween shirt. I might have to do something about that. A shimmery, that's glitter and it's pumpkins.
Yes, right?
So much fun.
Yes.
Well, thank you for sharing with all of us. They're saying thank you for the giveaways. This was a lot of fun to spend time with you tonight.
It was fun. I had
very fun. Now, rat anybody else out? Is there anybody else that was on Halloween Wars besides Ileana?
Ileana.
Is there anybody else in this group that didn't tell me, didn't confess?
Not that I've seen. If I see anybody, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Don't worry.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you. This was so much fun. And Brooke, just stay with me for a minute, but I am going to go ahead and shut the live streaming part down, okay? But guys, thank you. Thank you for coming with us tonight. And we will see everybody tomorrow for Tutorial Tuesday at noon and at 7. We start the first cookie in Fright Night.